Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also that bell beside that subscribe button that I always recommend that you press. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you just once that I have uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also in that same area, there is that thumbs up, and that's where you guys come in. If you enjoy the content that I make, and that I make so much of it, please take a second when you arrive to hit that thumbs up. It will turn blue, the number will increase, and that's you helping True Ones get noticed on this huge YouTube platform. So I'm thanking you in advance for that thumbs up. Okay? All right. Today, this is so exciting. I share with you all the time how much I love getting a delivery on a Saturday. But today is Saturday, and I had no idea this delivery was coming. And this is something that is a box that is gifted to True Wants, the channel, so that I can share with you about this box. This is a box that I love being able to share with you. It is called the Chic Beauty Box. It looks like a small box, but it is filled with brands that you will not believe are inside this box. Also, if she has larger products that she wants to put in here, it comes in another packaging that is also in the pink in color, and she will put them outside the box. So it is always fantastic when this ends up showing up here so that I can share with you about this box. There's such a fantastic story about this box that I love to share with you also. They've also added some new features to this box that I want to take the opportunity to share with you. I follow this box on Instagram, and they share spoilers and sneak peeks, and you have choices with this box as well. And this box runs around $34.99 plus shipping, so it's around that $40-ish box. But when you see the brands that are in here, you're gonna blow your mind. She also mixes some drugstore brands in here, but they are the drugstore brands that you really wanna try, as well as these higher end brands. I am so excited to have the opportunity to share this with you. And because it comes on a Saturday, I had the opportunity to take everything that was in this box and apply it on my face. And yes, there is a stunning eyeshadow palette in here. And if you saw the thumbnail, and if I put that thumbnail up, you know the brand that I'm talking about. So it is blow away. But let me give you a little bit of information about this box. So if you're new to this box, you will know a little bit more about it. Number one, the best way to get the best deal on this box is always to go to the website as well as follow them on Instagram, because she runs a lot of these different promotions where a lot of times she had a code that was called Last Forever, and where you got 10% off your boxes, and then they always go down in price, you know, based on how many you buy. But if you're doing month to month, it is the $34.99 plus the shipping and handling. All of her boxes have 5 to 6 full-size items, and she always promises over $100 of value. Also, what you need to know about this box is this is a Canadian girl that has done this box, but if you are living in the USA like I am now, even if you're in Canada, it is going to cost you the US dollars. But the main concern for a lot of us when we are in a different country is when it goes cross-border. If you're going to get, you know, charged duties and shippings and all of that, you do not have to worry with this box, because as a Canadian, I know how this works, that she's doing what they call cross-border shipping, which means she takes the truck, and the truck that is going into the USA, everything will be shipped out of Niagara Falls on the USA side of the border. So when you are an American buying this box, you will not feel any difference as if you were getting American box within the country. So I think that is absolutely fantastic. The other thing about this box, and I want to just tell you, this is a Black female-owned brand, and she started in 2019. Her name is Merci, and she also is a social worker. And her whole concept about doing a box was she wanted, no matter how much money you had extra to spend on a luxury like makeup, she wanted everybody to be able to afford the brands that she's putting in this box. And the only way that she realized this was something that we would all be able to do was through a subscription box. And that's when she created this box. And like I said, the brands that are in here, the lipstick that's in here is pretty much the cost of the box. the eyeshadow palette would be more expensive than the cost of the whole box. So when you're seeing the brands that she's putting in here, you will see why she did this and the whole concept behind starting this box, and what she chooses to put in the box, I think is fantastic. This is also a bi-monthly box, which means you're going to get it every other month. And I'm going to share with you about the choice and how it works, as well as how the bi-monthly works, because I share with you information that I was looking at for myself if I was to purchase this box, and that's what I like to share with you guys, so you make an educated decision if this box is a good fit for you. So first of all, as I mentioned, this is a Black and female owned business that was founded in 2019, and it is by that social worker, and her name is Merci. And it says, when it's time for choice, then choice is something that you will see, because normally there's a card in this box and there wasn't this time. And when you get packages that are sent to you that are for review or PR or gifted, whatever you want to call it, you don't sometimes get the opportunity to make the choices that are in the box. So I'm able to show you some of this, but usually when there's a card, I'm able to tell you, if you didn't get this, you could have chose that, but there was no card, so I can't do this time around. So it says, when it's time for choice, you will get an email with a link to a quiz, allowing you to customize your box. Please remember that choice is available on a first come, first served basis, and it's while supplies last, but that's with every brand. It says, when you receive your choice email, they advise you to pick your choices as soon as possible, because some products get sold out very quickly. And then it says, the email you receive will take you to multiple choice style quizzes, asking you to pick between products and sometimes even shades. And it says, be sure to finish the quiz to lock in your choices. You will also get a quiz at the beginning when you sign up. So she'll know how many people, so when it comes for her, how many of her customers like these type of shades, how many girls are brunette, how many girls have brown eyes. So the quiz at the beginning is important. It's in your beauty profile. But a lot of times you will be able to make the choices of what you want within the ones that are being offered. It says, you may change your choices at any time, but as always while supplies last and while the choice window is open. The choice window is exactly 7 days from when the choice window opens. And it says, in general, the choice is open around the 15th of the month, and it remains open for those 7 days. Also, the billing days. So because this is every other month, the billing month is the month before that it is going to ship. So because this is going to be the September, October is when you will be billed, and then October, and that's the month that you will do your choices and all that. And then in October is when it will ship, and that's where I'm able to show it to you here. So it says it usually ships the following month. Example, and I wrote, a billing is in July, you will receive your box in August. But as I suggest really strongly is make sure to sign up for and follow them on Instagram, as well as sign up for their emails so that you can get some discounts that she will offer on this box. All right? Okay. So now, based on everything that I put on my face that was in this box, I want to share with you my thoughts. So here we go. So the first item that was in here is from the brand NYX. And as I said to you, this is a mixture between drugstore as well as high-end. And this is a color correcting primer. And this one they sent over was in the shade blue. And this is usually to help cancel out some redness in your skin. And on the back of this bottle, it says it's more geared towards fair, but I use this and it definitely worked beautifully. NYX is also a brand to me that is the higher end brand of drugstore makeup. And with NYX also, I really feel it is geared towards girls that have, like, they're artists and they want to start playing with all these different types of colors. To me, it is a really fantastic brand, but it is one of the more expensive brands on the drugstore side. So this is what this looks like here. And when I put it on, I was really, really surprised. And the reason I'm saying that is in the past, and if you were like me, you know, I still get discoloration and redness, and sometimes, you know, I get the breakouts and things like that. But when I was younger, color correcting was my friend. But what I found is a lot of times the color correctors came in paste form, and then you were literally piling on that and then the foundation, and you always felt like you were wearing a lot on your face. This doesn't go on like that. It goes on like a lotion. I was really, really surprised, and you can see the difference of where I put it on to where I didn't. It really evened out the skin and the redness, and it feels like silk. So it goes on and leaves your skin still feeling moisturized, and it goes on in a very, very thin layer, so you really don't feel like you have anything on your skin. So this you can use as a primer and a color corrector, and you'd be set. But they ended up putting up a second primer from the drugstore in this box, and this is from CoverGirl. And I was not into drugstore makeup at all when I lived in Canada, and I got really introduced to it when I moved to the States. And it was really because I started the channel and I wanted to do a back to school and all of that. So I started testing out some makeup from the drugstore, and I was blown away. But the CoverGirl one, more recently, only probably within the last year, I started trying products from their True Blend line, and it blew me away. They're now cruelty-free, and they've made a lot of big changes on CoverGirl, which is why I started to try it. And I was blown away. Their foundation was fantastic. Their concealer, I was blown away, as well as their primers. And the primer that they sent here in the box today is also from the True Blend part of CoverGirl, which is the one that I really, really highly suggest. And this is their moisturizing one. So when I put this on, because I already had that other moisturizer, I was a little nervous that I would get peeling or any of that, because when you put on too much of anything, you'll end up with that peeling, and I didn't get that at all. So this is what the moisturizer looks like here. Again, very moisturizing, very hydrating. And I ended up putting it completely on top of the other one. And like I said, I didn't get any pilling or anything at all. So on this side is just the one that is from CoverGirl, and the other side is the color corrector one from NYX. But I ended up putting this one on top of this one. And like I said, I had no pilling, and my skin felt beautiful, smoothed, evened out, and ready for foundation. So really, really excited about that. Now let's get into the brands that are going to blow your mind. Starting with one of my favorite brands, and it is called Laura Mercier. This is their color crayon for their lips. It is called the Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick. It's the color that I have on my lips right now, and it is in the shade that is called Heroin. The outside of the packaging, just so you know on the tip, you should always try on any packaging, especially the high ends. This one has a little sharpener in the other end where the color is. So you should always test and feel these to see if you're gonna feel that. Then when you open it up, this is the crayon that looks like it is inside. And then this here is the gorgeous lipstick that is inside here. This feels like a matte lipstick that is hydrating. What I mean by that is you are going to get it where it has that flat matte look, but it doesn't suck the hydration out of your lips at all. This one here is this, and it is the gorgeous, gorgeous color that is here, and it is one that I highly recommend. I have this in multiple shades, and this shade I think is absolutely stunning. And based on the colors of the eyeshadow palette that is in here, I thought putting on a coral lip I thought was absolutely fantastic. I'm also going to be at the end of this video to put on a liquid gloss over it, because that is what I normally would do, but I wanted to show you the integrity of the product on its own. The next item in here is the one that I cannot believe. This is from NARS. And this to me is such a fantastic, fantastic brand. This is a brand that when I used to go into the higher department stores, this was the counter that I would always spend most of my time looking at and what I called window shopping. Because the brand like this, their eyeshadow palettes pretty much started, even for their 9 pan, which is what this is, around that $40 mark. So this is really fantastic. And Climax, a lot of their names are very out there. But this one here, their packaging is always over the top. So that is what this looks like here. And this was a limited edition palette, and it is one that is absolutely fantastic. Let me see if I can open this up. Yeah. And there's a full mirror in here. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes, and I will go through all of that at the end, and I will definitely be swatching this also at the end. All right. So this is always, always exciting. And it's so funny. Yesterday, I was also lucky to get one of my boxes, and it was also in all of these khaki type of colors. And because this came on a Saturday, I was able to go a little bit more into the colors that normally I wouldn't play with as much, because, you know, during the day, I still do things where I talk to people, Zoom meetings, all of that, and I don't want to be too over the top. And this, I thought, by playing with these colors, it would make me feel like too over the top, and it isn't. They turned out so beautiful, but I expected nothing less from a NARS. The colors that are in the palette are exactly what ended up looking on my eyes. When I blended, they didn't blend away. Luxury brand, had no problems, no fallout, absolutely stunning. And like I said, I will swatch and I will share with you how I got this gorgeous look. But the next item was one that really intrigued me. And it is the one that is called Glowy Stamp, and it is from the brand called Kaja, K-A-J-A. And this was the component that was inside here, and I knew nothing about this. So I really wanted to play with it and see what it was all about. So when you open up the top part of this here, it's like this one component that it all stays together. And when you open it up, it has a spring mechanism. Inside here is this sponge that looks like a moon, perfect for October, right? And then inside here we have this white, it was all this color until I pressed the actual product in, which I'm gonna show you what I did. So when you open this up, the other side here had this area here that said remove the sticker. That was on this component down here, which is a spongy material that has the color with inside of it. So when you press the product in, it has like a spring mechanism. You press it in like this and the color goes on here like that. And I'm just gonna put it here so I can leave room to do the other one. So you get this half moon on here, and then you take your finger and then what I did was I placed it on like this on my skin, and then I used my finger to just tap in a little bit of the color there. It is really very much a highlighter from within. It's not one that's gonna be that you could see it, they always say from outer space. But I think this is stunning, and this color, I was afraid that it was gonna be a little bit too dark, but it worked perfect with all the color tones that I ended up putting on my face. So really excited to have the opportunity to play with a product that I did not know about, or this is when you get to enjoy the boxes, because you would play with products that I would never go out and purchase for myself, because it would be to me something that, you know, you want to spend your dollars wisely, but this is when you get to play. And that's what I love about the boxes. Now, let's get into swatching this stunning, stunning palette that is here. So this is, like I said, the colors up close, and then I will share with you exactly what I did and how I put them on. So I'm going to put on my fingers here the colors that are all the matte shades, and that is what this looks like here. And like I said, they went on beautifully. So those are the colors that are there. And stunning, 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 stunning. The colors, I was so impressed that, first of all, it wasn't overly to the point that the pigment layer you had to blend, blend, blend. It gave you exactly what you wanted, exactly where you placed it. You were able then to manipulate it with your blending brushes and all of that. So that is always what I look for in a palette. And like I said, I am so impressed with the look that I was able to achieve. Then the next ones here are the ones that are the satin shimmers, and there's just one more after this that I'm gonna have to swatch for you guys. But these, you do not need any product that you need to spritz your brush to get the color. Look how shiny and beautiful, and there's no fallout because these are satin shimmers, and that's what I love always putting in the center of my eye. But because there were so many in this palette, I played a little bit, and that's what I'm going to share with you. But let me just do the last shimmer shade that is in here is a blue, and I ended up putting this a little bit on my lower line because I really wanted to play with all the colors. So I think I used pretty much every color in here except for one, and I will go through all of that with you. So that is how gorgeous this palette is. So let me put this up here like this, and then I can share with you exactly what I did on my eyes. So as you always know, I love when there's two shades in any palette. And the two shades that I love is one that is a lighter shade that helps me pat down to put a primer if I put a primer on first. Today, I did not put any eyeshadow primer on, but that's what I use all over my lid anyways. So that is the first item here. The next one in is what I use as the transition shade. And as I share with you all the time, my eyes are very small. So I take the shadow and I put it above where my crease line is. And then I deepen up my crease line. So that is what I like to do. Then the next item, I wanted to use the khaki because to me that green was just screaming my name. And then on the inner side, I used this khaki color that I put a little bit in the center, but more to the other end where I blended from the matte into this beautiful shimmery green. Then I decided I was going to go all out, and I took this gorgeous shade here and I ended up putting that at the front of my eye, and that is where I got this gorgeous, gorgeous transition. I'm so impressed with that. I've never used two satin shimmers, and this to me was beyond stunning, and it is something I will do in the future. And then finally, this little guy up here, the champagne color, is what I took with a little brush, and I put it in my corner of my eyes to just brighten it up more. So it went from that light shimmer to that golden shimmer to that green shimmer to the outside matte. And then I lined my eyes with this brown liner. And so I ended up using every shadow in here except for this one right here. So absolutely a winning palette, one that I will reach for, one that I cannot believe was in the box, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And this is the Chic Beauty Box. Like I said, this is bi-monthly. It is a complete makeup box. You are going to get a fantastic mix of brands and products that you will use in colors that you would use. So really excited about that. Now I want to share with you, outside of this box, I had the opportunity to pick up get this Milk Makeup Rise Mascara, which we have seen some sneak peeks in another box that this is going to be coming out. So I wanted to be able to share with you when I put the mascara on today was the first time, and I was really, really impressed with this. So this has a bit of that angle to it, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I will go up close again to the camera and show you my eyelashes, and that is absolutely fantastic. And what I love is there's a lot of girls when they put makeup on and then they end up putting those eyelashes on, and it really takes away, because all I ever see are the eyelashes, and you're taking away from all the creativity of to me, the eyeshadows that you're putting on, and it makes the eyes look very dramatic and really, to me, a little bit over the top. But if you're able to create with these type of shades, the dramatic with the eyeshadow, and then you get a good mascara that can give you enough of a frame where it helps the lashes, but it doesn't take away from the look, it adds to the look. That's what I felt this mascara did. So I felt I used 2 coats. I got what I wanted at the beginning was the length, and then I felt I also ended up with the volume on the second one. And when you have a bit of a curve to a mascara, it also gives you that lift. So I was impressed with this. I liked it. This is a newer mascara to me, so I'm excited that this is one that is going to be in future boxes that we're going to be seeing, because this Milk Makeup brand is another brand that I also enjoy, and a lot of times it's a brand that sometimes we have seen in the Chic box as well. And then in the last box, this is one of the newer products that I got, was from Patrick Ta, and like I said, I always like to put a gloss over, so that is all I'm going to do here. And then you're going to see how this will take this lipstick and put it up to that next level. So if you find that it is a little too dry, but I'm telling you, it is not a matte that you will find drying. You will not even feel like you have a product on your lips when you use the Laura Mercier. But I'm a girl that likes things to be a little bit more glossy, so I always end up putting, I will use, if it's a day that I'm going to be doing a lot of talking, I will stick with the matte, and then if I'm going out or whatever, I will put the gloss on top, which is what I wanted to show you what the difference of the look would be. And that's everything we got in the box. So we got these 2 primers, one that is a correcting, one that is all over. We got a lip product from Laura Mercier. We got a gorgeous eyeshadow palette from NARS in the brand The Climax, which was that limited edition. And then this fantastic, really unique product from Kaja, K-A-J-A. So really excited to have the opportunity to share about this box. Thank you so much to Chic Beauty Box to send this over to Truance so that I can take the opportunity to share that not only here, but also on Instagram. So if you're not following me there, I always tell you you're missing out. My name there is Truance with the number 2. And that's it for today, guys. So tomorrow, hopefully you'll be watching. I finally have finished filming the giveaway that we're going to be doing, because I cannot believe within just a couple of months of celebrating our 4K and 3-year anniversary here on YouTube, we have already got to that 4,500, which blows my mind, that only within a couple of months. So thank you so much to everybody who has been sharing my channel. Thank you so much to the brands that have also been very generous in supporting this channel by sending over products that I'm able to share and teach and learn and share the knowledge of the brands and the products and the deals that you get from your boxes. That makes it fantastic also to be able to have this platform and be able to do that. It's everything and more. And that's why I always like when there's a threshold or a point like 4,500 where we're halfway to that 5,000, blows my mind, and I want to be able to give back. And this one's going to be a really unique giveaway, because our previous giveaway we celebrated 3 years as well as hitting that 4K all around the same time. So we had like 8 full boxes of giveaways to be able to give. So this one I wanted it to be a little bit more unique, and I'm already starting to put aside products for us to be able to celebrate hitting that 5K as well. So thank you for being part of this growth. Thank you so much to Chic Beauty Box for letting me have the opportunity to share how fantastic your story is, as well as your box and the brands that I've been able to share with you guys, and share with you how I've played with them and enjoy them, and be able to share that information with you guys as well. And that's it for today, guys. So hope everyone enjoys continuing their weekend, and I will see you all soon again in my next video. Continue to stay safe and well. See you soon. Bye for now.